Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is? It's the one in the alley, the triple, the G.O.D. I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guys Peaks on. And yo, as I always do, the one and only brings the news from up high. My boy, Doctrine, aka Young Hoger, is part of the mysterious fighting game title yet undecided. I'm like, Doctrine is a very important fighting game character, and you may not think so or may not even know why, but let me explain. Doctrine is the character with one of the best pressure objects in the history of video games, with the explosive. It's like, it is one of the moves that to this day I really don't think people who play Street Fighter EX really know how to deal with, because you get knocked down, explosive. I'm like, Doctrine makes you deal with those on Wake Up. And of course you got the Gina Problem and that Bad Pepper. That's not actually how the name's pronounced, but that's how it's always sounded for years. And I wasn't going to miss a moment like this. Gotta buy eggs. That's the Dimitri from Darkstalkers thing, but it is what it is. Look, Doctrine has always been one of my favorite characters, because he was like one of those characters that when I first took him, that he was like mad unorthodox, right? Like, it took me a while to really understand like what the character is really about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He can lay bombs on the floor. He can sit up here and throw his go rock wire, pull you over, you hit jumping high kick, hit excel, and then do a whole bunch of stuff and then lead in there that's prominence. That's what you do. That's what Doctrine is about. Doctrine has always been a monster. Always. And I really think that because of what the mysterious fighting game title yet undecided is, and what it's currently growing and evolving to become, Doctrine gonna be a problem. Now see, here's something that I just thought of in my head, right? Doctrine wouldn't be such a problem if this game still had side steps. Because if you guys remember, this game originally had sidestep before they took it out, because they weren't able to balance both Gogi and sidestep at the same time. But I really don't think it's going to be a thing where you get a Gogi that gives you a sidestep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think illusion is probably the best you're really going to do, unless they really give you a Gogi that gives you a dodge. And like, okay, where's my head? Okay, I got you. So, the only thing I can think of the Gogi that would make sense, if they gave you a KOF style dodge or roll maybe, that would help you deal with fireballs and things like that, because I don't really think illusion is like quite the Gogi to really deal with that, because it's more for offensive nature stuff to sit up here and throw mix-up because your opponent can't see you coming or going. It's kind of like when Reptile goes invisible in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that to deal with. So, I'm just sitting up here, like, in my head, for real, just off this off topic of trying to figure out, like, how is the cast in this game going to deal with explosives? Because the game moves at a whole different speed. Because Street Fighter EX2, for what it was a very, very medium speed game in a gallery of fighters that move a lot faster. But that movement, the way that, especially because I'm just using Street Fighter EX2 because it is the echelon, the example of where I'm going with this, is that methodical speed that the game presents, that it's just the speed ramps up when you go into Excel and then comes back down when you're out of it, and the spacing and things and how that time works is what makes that game great and why I love it so much, under the myriad of reasons why I love it. But this game moves a lot faster than that. So, given what Gogis are in this game, I don't really think that explosive is going to be as much of a problem as it was in the old Street Fighter EX games, because of how fast the game moves, how much Gogis that'll probably be able to deal with pressure options on opponents' wake-ups like that. The possibilities are nuts. How about that? How about we spend 5 minutes sitting up here talking about the possibilities of one move? But I'm telling you, if you do not believe that I'm just sitting up here and I'm just talking out the side of my throat, no. Explosive is that good of a move. It is probably one of the best moves in fighting games. And there are some moves you can name that are better than that, but when it comes to pressure on opponents wake up, Doctrine Dark is nasty. Because it's like the simple thing to explain it for anyone who's never played Street Fighter EX before and how explosive works, that move is a free whatever. Because if he set it and then jump over you, that's high low. He can cross you up. There are some instances where you can do technically, you can let explosive, do an empty jump, trick your opponent into doing stuff, and especially in Street Fighter EX2, hit him with a jump, a high kick, activate Excel, and then do an Excel combo for him. That's how good the move is. Is that, and there's other options with like garrote wires and doing all that stuff. It's like Doctrine Dark is nutso. One of my favorite characters because of he was a character that allowed me to explore unorthodox characters and fighters, because that was something that Street Fighter EX was good at. By making the characters you love function differently enough to where you have to learn them, and then giving you new unorthodox options where that you've never seen before, or if you have, that it's a twist on them enough for you to understand that's how it gets down. I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. Helping me help you help yourself, a triple the G.O.D. staple. Now, it's time for what you've all came here for. The trailer watching. Because, I saw the trailer this morning, uploaded it, and then went back to sleep. And I'm still kind of sleepy right now. Like, I could really use a Pop-Tart right now. Like, I was at Walmart, and I saw Pop-Tarts, and I should have bought a Pop-Tart. But no, you can't have a Pop-Tart here. Had these soft toothbrushes. I'm just like, well, okay, whatever. But yeah, it is what it is, right? So I don't have Pop-Tart, but I think I got some honey buns in the cut though. So I'm gonna deal with the honey bun business and me not having Pop-Tarts after we get done with this. So what we gonna do right now, as we always does, triple the G.O.D. theater. We're going to watch this 16-second trailer. And because of what the Alice Snyder trailer was, I'm not expecting much, but I'm gonna let them do what they do. So, please go ahead and take it away. Oh, they got stuff in Japanese. I bet you if I go to the Facebook page, it'll probably be. Damn, my boy, Doctrine Dark looking. Wow. What is he, a transformer now or something? That was sick. Cinder got on like all these armor pieces on. Like, what is he, Guyver or something? This is insane. Okay, hold up. Wow. Oh damn. Why? That was crazy. Okay. That armor looks sick. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, hold up. Because I'm stalling. I'm stalling. But let me see if the English archive page that uploaded some information about our boy Young Ho Getter. Mr. Businessman 840B, aka Doctrine Dark. Let's see if they got something. Hopefully they do. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that stuff. We about to talk about that in a moment. You know what I'm saying? Well, they ain't got no heat on my boy Doctrine Dark though. They ain't got no heat on my boy Doctrine Dark. But I'm finna see if I want to see if the other ARCA webpage, trying to think, how do I even get to that page? I'm trying to think, how do I get to the Japanese page? Like, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the Japanese page. Let me see if they got some on my boy real quick before we get up out of here. They got some new key art for Skullomania, which is nice. That helps a little bit. Well, they ain't uploading nothing for real. They just talking about their stuff at the Tokyo Game Show and whatnot. So, well, there's that then. Okay, so they ain't got no story information. So, I guess this means we're going to come back to the LAB and talk about Doctrine Dark or Holger or whatever they call him now. And we will see how that's going to suss out once they get some story information. In other news, who was that was in that, who was that was in that exhibition? I just finished watching it a couple minutes ago and can't remember to save my life. Oh, it was, who was that? Fudo and Nemo. Thank you, Brain. I appreciate you working. Yeah, we need to get some sugar in here. Brain is on bleh. But yeah, they finally showed some Allen footage. I'm like, my boy, yo, young walking chasing Ranger. I'm a roundhouse kick Jesus, baby. What up? I'm like, damn. He got everything. He got the command throw. He got the justice feast, the titty ball break, the soul force and the fire force. He got everything. He looks sick. Blair Dame win. Holla at your boy. Real rap. Blair Dame win. Like, holla at your boy. Cause I'm like, they sat up here, they sat up here and changed that one go. You don't have infinite super meter. You have 3 meters, and then once it drain, it fill back up again. Cause the last time Fudo had sat up here, he did a block string infinite with Kyrie where you do the dive kick to the fireball and stuff like that. But that's classic Street Fighter EX practice mode stuff anyway. So it's like, I don't know how y'all missed that, but hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just report the news. You know what I'm saying? The GRF newsroom. We are not live though. I'm like, we trying to remodel the studio. Just forgive me. But this game looks sick every time I see it, and I have nothing but high hopes and best wishes for this game. Straight up, I do. I really, really do. So I think that about wraps this up, man. Yo, 8470 B Young Ho Getter, aka Doctrine Dark. I wonder, is he still well? Actually, he technically is still beefing with Guile and Orlento because they actually have those entries on the Capcom Fight Network where they had Nisha Tiny chime in about the Street Fighter EX character. So that's legit. So I wonder like how much of that stuff is gonna bleed into this because of how their canon works, because everything is different now. Is that we mainly know about Guard has changed, that he's no longer about the souls, about the Sasori though. It's just the Gogi now. So I wonder, is this like a brand new universe or like an alternate universe with a continuation without the Street Fighter characters? Questions that need answers. How about that? So yeah, questions that need answers. Things work. I've been on something. I've been on something. I uploaded the trailer for that something. I hope that y'all looked at that and said, yeah, I'm going to do that. I got plans for it. I still got to do a little tech research, but work is coming for that thing. I just wanted to let y'all know the business. Work is coming for that thing. So I'm just letting you know what's really, 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 really good. Just letting you know. But looking at it, I want to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks Out. I'm glad we was able, to get this out and get this out to you. I got some little mini stuff coming this weekend about some Tokyo Game Show stuff that I would have normally covered, but because my schedule's been a little cramped lately for reasons that will go unsaid again, is I might try to get to it this weekend. So, you know what I'm saying? So just expect the usual joints and, be ready for some more building, some more Q range on Sunday. So, like I said, I'm going to get up out of here. You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that being said, explosive.